Hey friends, thanks for joining me today on this hair journey thing. Before I get started, I wanted to explain a little bit about why I am specifically trying to do historical updos for long hair that work with a bike helmet. So, part A is that I super love bicycles, cycling, and I like to commute via bicycle or my own feet or public transportation. Kind of have the goal to not have a car, although not currently happening. Hoping to move somewhere where I can make that happen. But yeah, so I have to have my hair work with a helmet so that I can be safe. And then part B of the explanation is that I am super into historical clothes, as well as long hair. So right now I'm trying to grow out my hair physically as long as I can get it, which is starting to get annoying actually, but I gotta keep going. And then I also want I want my hair to match my outfits, which is tricky enough when it's really long. If you're doing, periods in history where people typically had short hair. So you have to get a little creative, and then when you add on to that, you're having to figure out how to make your bike work with your dresses, and what about helmet? It's been kind of crazy, but I have found a few things that work. So I wanted to share them with the world because I was looking on YouTube for information like this and I couldn't really find it. So hopefully this helps that one random other person who is in the same situation as me. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Ooh. Alright, so I'm just going ahead and getting started with removing whatever it was that I had done for texture the day previous. Looks like just some braids. And while I'm doing that, I have a few pictures from the 1860s that I found. I'll put links in the description below if you want to check these out or look for others yourself, but you'll notice there's a general trend of just kind of low bun sort of things with little twisties or braids or little puffs. So that's kind of what I'm going for when I make these 3.5 hairstyles. I also think they look kind of 1940s as well as like mid 1800s. I know I haven't really studied it a lot at all. I just kind of do what I think looks nice. So this is definitely not going to be accurate, but it'll look historical. So for the first one, I'm starting with a little twist that I secure with a little clippies. And for this, I'm only using those little plastic clippies and bobby pins. So you can use whatever tools you have handy, but I really like these. And I am securing the other side with this same clip. A middle part is a little more historical, but you can do whatever you like. And for this first one, I just kind of twist all of my bottom hair so that it's all kind of stuck together, and then I'll get another clip and attach the top, right in the middle there. It doesn't have to look pretty. And then when you pull your hair up, it'll create a natural kind of bun twist thing that looks fancier than it really was to do. And after you just put in some bobby pins, I would probably put in more, but since I was just doing this to show you, it didn't have to be, very secure. And yeah, that's it. Hooray! Oh, I gotta go grab my helmet to make sure it really works. So one thing I do is I have this silk scarf that I wear under my helmet, and I look kind of dumb, but it helps protect your hair from getting all frizzy and see, look, it still looks great. So you look kind of dumb while you're on your bike, but then afterwards your hair still is protected and is all smooth and shiny. So I found that works. All right, number 2. Looks like I'm going with just kind of a normal swoop into the back with this time bobby pins. Do it on both sides. And sorry, the autofocus on this camera really struggles, so it's all really out of focus all the time. I know that's kind of annoying. I haven't figured out how to fix it, so this is what I get. All right, so this first one is just like a Gibson roll. Just take all your hair from the back and roll it. Your hair doesn't have to be super long for this to work, but it does work if your hair is super long, which is nice. And then just put in a few bobby pins at the top, like kind of through the little roll to make it work. This is a little more 1940s, 30s, but whatever. We're just going for vaguely historical here. If you want to, you can kind of fold the ends in so that you can't see through the little tube. But before I try a helmet on, I have another variation of this hairdo, so I'm gonna do that one really quick. So it's basically the same as the last one, just take the ends and roll it in, but instead of doing it straight on, you turn it sideways, so there's like a little snail shell on your head. And that makes it just a little bit different if you don't want to do your hair the same 3 ways every day. Here's a slight variation. And then with the helmet test, it fits. Okay, so last one. Man, it always takes forever to take out my hair. I'm sure you can relate. I guess for this one I decided to do a side part, although I didn't change it all the way. You're welcome to do that if it bothers you. I guess I was just kind of done at this point. So I'm gonna do another little twisty thing. You can try doing like braids, or if your hair is curly, that will look nice too. And so this time, instead of doing them in the middle, I'm clipping like 2 on each, or 1 on each side, so there will be 2 little clips. And then I'm going to do a rope braid. So you take 2 strands and then you twist them like the opposite way, all the way down, and they'll stay. It's pretty handy. Since my hair is really thin, I like to kind of pull it to puff it out to get a little more volume to work with. If you have thick hair, you don't really have to do that. Lucky you. And I can just secure it with a bobby pin. And do the other side. another bobby pin. And then here I'll just kind of wrap them around the back and stick them with bobby pins until it creates a nice shape. You can do like symmetrical or not. You could do yeah. So I'm just doing the right side wrapping and then the left side kind of wraps, then finish in with just kind of sticking the right side end. Make sure the end is tucked in. That's not only it looks tidier, but also if you're trying to grow out your hair or keep it long, the ends are needing protection. So yep, then just rolling the end on the left side and just tucking it in. It doesn't look super tidy, but I'm of the opinion that it doesn't have to. If you want to look with a mirror and make things look really even, that's totally fine. And then I'm just pulling that loop over, and now there's a nice little U of braids in the back. This would also be cute with a hairnet, but I don't have one of those yet. And you can't really tell, but I've got a nice little flowery barrette there. It's pretty fuzzy, but it makes it slightly more super elaborate, like all those pictures. And it works. Cool. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun and maybe learned something. I certainly learned a little bit. Anyway, have a good day. Hey, maybe I should think about what I want to say before I say it. Isn't this pillow cute? Obviously. Also this one. We really like bicycles. Okay. Boop.